up, everybody? Hope all y'all are doing undeniably fan-freaking-tastic out there. It's Monday, and you know what that means. It's vlog day once again. And, wow, this Monday is unique. This vlog day is unique. Because, folks, today, the day that I'm uploading this, Monday, May the 4th, 2026. May 4th is my birthday. That's right, today is my 32nd birthday, my 32nd birth anniversary. And man, where have the years gone? Oh boy. I remember it just like it was yesterday. Me being 22, me roasting on Dante for the third time. Me talking about Bruce Straumoff being called Bobby Hill. Goodness gracious, where have the years gone? But yeah, 22, I've reached a new age. 32, I've reached a new age. 22 was 10 years ago. Good grief. I can go back right now and watch some of my videos from when I was 22. 2016 was a wild year. It was. One thing I didn't get to talk about last year, now that April's gone. April 2016 was the year where I decided to go ahead and accept the idea that I was on the spectrum. Yeah. It was the year where I decided that, yes, I was going to accept the year I was on the spectrum. So I guess also, in a sense, happy late Tismversary. I'm not sure if that's a good word for it. But, yeah. Anywho, folks, confidentially speaking, confession time, I guess. I'm actually filming this on a Thursday. Yeah, I'm actually filming this on a Thursday because I really don't know how Monday is going to be playing out. So I decided to go ahead and get this thing filmed and uploaded early. That way I can go ahead and, get it scheduled. That way I don't have to, wait till, 10 o'clock at night last time. Like I did last week. But, yeah, last week's vlog was, it was a doozy. It was a doozy because I was out of town with Queen Enterprises. I didn't get back till super duper late. It felt like most of the road from her hometown was closed off. So many road closures, goodness gracious. So many dang road closures. I tell you. It felt like her city was under quarantine almost. Nobody was getting in or out. But thankfully we did find a way to actually leave. I really don't know what the heck was going on last week in our town. But I don't think I got back to a little bit after 4, a little bit after 5, something like that. But I did get back home and I was able to do my vlog, but I needed to make a grocery run to Walmart, and when we went out there, it was already super late and I couldn't find a way to get my vlog uploaded in time. I wasn't able to get my vlog uploaded as quickly as I needed it to. For whatever reason, it was taking super long, and I had to it said it was going to take 2 hours just for a 10-minute video, something like that. And once I finally figured out that it wasn't going to be able to upload in the time and manner that I wanted it to, I had to pretty much convert it and reduce its quality down so I could upload it. And that's why last week's vlog looks like I filmed it on a potato again. Looks like I filmed it in early 2016 again. But, yeah, anywho, so before I did leave Queen Enterprises town, though, we decided to stop by, the mall. Dang, truck, what is wrong with you? Alright, now, before I did come back home, though, I decided to stop by her local mall, and we went into Spencer's to look around, and we went into Hot Topic to look around, and I was able to pick up a new shirt for my birthday. Still in the bag, I haven't worn it yet. Might wear it Saturday when I go out of town, but that's a different story. Alright. This was the last thing I was expecting to see on any kind of shelf. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, dude, I knew I had to grab one. Alright. You ready to see what I got? Too bad. Here it is. Oh, frag, yeah. Lobo has quickly became one of my favorite DC characters, and I am so super duper hyped for what's going to happen when Jason Momoa plays on this Sunday. Summer, not the Sunday. Sorry. But, yeah. Now, speaking of Lobo, though, yes, he is the current multiversal champion, and if I have anything to say about it, I will find a way to incorporate him into some more videos this coming year. Alright. I do know that he is going to be having a spot somewhere on the New Year's May Day. I'm going to find a way to get Lobo involved in that one. Now, there is something I need to discuss, though, about Lobo and SSP. Now, is it Lobo or is it Jaybo? Is it Lobo or is it Jaybo? Well, he was only Jaybo around Halloween time. Alright, I had to clear that up with him. Because every time around Halloween, when I introduce a new multiversal character, or a new multiversal character in general, I try to like say, hey, welcome to SSP, you know, but somehow you gotta like fuse the name James or SelfStandard in with your name somehow. Like Two-Face came in back in 2024, I called him 2J. Lobo's around, so I call him Jaybo. Let's see here. Heck, Homelander became SelfStandlander. And yeah, that's basically how it works. But yeah, going forward, Lobo is actually Lobo, and in the grand scheme of the infinite multiverse, anybody can look like anybody. To incorporate new multiversal characters into SSP, if I ever decide to go that route, I would not be afraid of experimenting with different looks. I would not be afraid of experimenting with a different version than anybody else's. Like, no longer would I be afraid of, you know, trying to stay comic accurate or 100% authentic to the source material, because at the end of the day, it's literally just me. It's literally just me doing my own take on the character. And with that in mind, I think back to when I did that roast of some guy called Jack, when my Jameson Voorhees character, aka the Jason spoof, he had long hair, a gray ponytail over his face paint. So again, at the end of the day, it's literally my creation and how I perceive how the character can work through my universe, through the SSP universe. I know that's kind of a big rabbit hole to look into, but still, as I digress. Speaking of superhero folks, I recently caught up with the Defenders. Yeah, I recently caught up with the Defenders and Iron Fist. Alright. My superhero pilgrimage of 2026 is still ongoing, and that's what I'm calling this thing. 2026 is the year of my superhero pilgrimage. That's the best way I can put it, because I'm already like 6 episodes deep into Daredevil Born Again, but I've also decided to use this time to look back at the other Netflix Marvel shows as well. So let's see here. I've already finished up with the individual seasons for the Defenders, but only season 1. Like I did finish up with Jessica Jones season 1. I did finish up with Iron Fist season 1, which seemed a little bit slower than I was expecting it to. But when I walked into the Defenders, a friend of mine was texting me about it, telling me that the Defenders was probably the worst show of all of the Netflix MCU, pretty much. The vigilante MCU, if that makes sense. Yeah. When you think about the vigilante MCU, you think about the Punisher, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, street level vigilantes. All right, nothing like cosmic level like the Guardians or Avengers level like Stark and Iron Man, or magic levels like Doctor Strange. Like, of course, the Marvel Universe, they have like different branches of different heroes or whatever. All right, and I guess that's one thing I could call this the VMCU, the Vigilante MCU. Okay, and the more I'm saying that, the more it's making sense in my mind. But yeah, again, like I've been hearing about how Spider-Man Brand New Day has the hand as an intricate part of their story, and I didn't even know that Iron Fist and the Defenders would be talking about the hand this heavily. And I'm glad that it was the perfect timing for me. It was literally the perfect timing for me to take a look into these stories, because Iron Fist definitely did help explaining the hand down to a T, and so did the Defenders. But like when it comes to the Defenders, though, like at the very end of it, I was kind of thinking, wait, is this dragon gonna come alive? Last time I checked, like that dragon is still having no, never mind, it blew up. Never mind. But yeah, I thought that's what I thought that's what the hand's goal was. Like the hand, they master in resurrection or whatever, and I thought that was gonna resurrect that dragon at the very end of it. But I was wrong. Now the only thing I didn't like about the Defenders was how Jessica Jones was represented, because in that series it almost felt like, Jessica Jones was the drunk girl invited to the party, right? Like, yeah, she could punch, she could fight if she wanted to, but still, like, she wasn't bulletproof like Luke Cage. She wasn't bulletproof. Like, the only other thing that she had going for her was, oh, she can jump high, but they didn't really show her doing that until like sometime around the very end, where she helped stop the falling elevator. Like, she prevented that from happening. Other than that, like, yeah, Jessica Jones did not stand out in the Defenders like she could have. But, yeah, I think easily my favorite part of the Defenders might be how everybody swarmed down onto Midland Circle at the same time. How Danny just went in there by himself, like literally into the proverbial hornet's nest, and then all of a sudden, like, he's getting swarmed like by all these hand members, like all these ninjas in business suits almost, and then the door burst open and yep, Luke Cage is there, and man, that fight sequence was insane, and I'm actually starting to think that I'm starting to like Luke Cage a little bit more and more now. With the exception of Daredevil, I think Luke Cage might be getting up there as like one of my favorites of all time. Like if I make a top 10 Marvel characters list, I think Luke Cage may end up being on the verge of reaching into that. Maybe. That has to be a discussion for another day. I have to go back and take a look at my ranking system or whatever. But yeah. Either way, I love the fight sequence, and I'm even starting to like get into Run the Jewels. Yeah, I didn't think Run the Jewels slapped this hard, but they was an integral part into the Defenders soundtrack. Heck, they was there for Blockbuster and Iron Fist soundtrack as well. And heck, even the Run the Jewels logo on their album covers is literally 2 hands. I'm not sure if I'm doing that right. Something like that. Yeah. So, then I looked more into who Run the Jewels was, and one of the rappers, his name is Killer Mike. And, dude, I didn't know that I've been listening to Killer Mike since at least 2012. Yeah, the first time I seen Killer Mike was on the Eric Andre show. He was, being a hype man for this opera singer. Don't ask. You'll just have to look it up for yourself. But, man, my superhero pilgrimage is, it's feasting good. It's really feasting good. It totally is. It totally is. Yeah. I really didn't have much else to talk about today. I mean, I do have content ready to go for this week. I know it's going to be my last week of content before I start getting ready for New Year's May Day. And I'm going to hate to say this, but I may have to try to save my Q&A till sometime this summer. And I've been trying to get these Q&A questions in since at least January, and I've already lost track about who asked me what and when. So I got to go back and try to find a way to reorganize that, you know. Yeah. Anywho, happy birthday to me. Blessed again to see 32. Not sure how the road to age 33 is gonna look, but we shall see. We shall see. We shall see about 33, because right now 32. Ooh, it's being so 30 true. Man, I gotta start trying to force nicknames into my age numbers. Oh well. But yeah, time for me to go ahead and wrap this vlog on up. And yeah, until next time, make sure all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year round. Booyah. I'm out. Love you all. And here comes my hug of appreciation. Bye.